if you are a modern woman and you are broke, what are you supposed to do? Well, the good thing is that I'll tell you this, guys, okay? The great thing about money is that money does not care who you are or where you come from. And I'll tell you why. Because when I was in college, I'm the Spanish boy, right? With my skin color, for example. I come from a broken home, from a third world country. My mom was never rich. My dad was never rich. Now, statistics will show you, hey, this person right here is probably not going to be successful. But in reality, when it comes to money, the great thing is that once you learn the rules of money, money does not care. Once you do the correct things, your money is going to start growing and growing and growing. That's what I love so much about money because, hey, it just doesn't judge. It just doesn't care, male or women. Okay, so the main thing is the first thing you want to do, you want to invest in yourself, but you want to do it this time, for example, the right way. The wrong way is assuming that more degrees means more money. That's not true. The wrong way is saying, hey, more debt, more debt, more debt means more leverage, more money. That's not true either. The truth is, first of all, the best way to invest in yourself when you're broke is you want to, first of all, invest in your skills. Now, in this world, a capitalist society, you get paid and you get rewarded on the ability you have to solve problems and your skills. Meaning, for example, you have to go out there and get new, better skills that pay you, for example, more money. So if I invest $20,000 into a skill that pays me, for example, $40,000, that's going to be a better way to invest $20,000 instead of putting it, for example, into real estate or into the stock market. Because in reality, my ROI on a great career, great degree, great skill is going to be always usually a lot higher. So how do you do this, okay? Well, there's two things I want to mention here. You have first the rule of 10, and then you also have, for example, Debt-Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill. This is the Dave Ramsey guy. Now, here's what I mean about the rule of 10. When you're picking a degree, stop picking a degree like you're in the mall and you're picking, for example, hey, what colorway of Jordan or this purse or Nike or whatever it is am I going to get? Do I want to get the blue one? Do I want to get the pink one? What do I want to get, right? That's not what you're doing. You're picking a degree, right? You're picking something that's going to last you, well, it's going to take you around 4 years to 6 years to actually get. And if you graduate with the wrong degree, you graduate with a bunch of debt and also a useless trash degree. So what do? Here's my exercise. I would write down the top 10 careers that I want to have, my top 10 most fulfilling careers that I want to have. For me, it might be, for example, accountant, finance, economics, you might put in there lawyer, nurse, like whatever it is for you. You want to do all the research possible on these careers right here. On top of that, you want to go to laborstatistics.gov to find out, for example, what the best careers actually are. But don't just stop there, because now you have the list of what you want, but now you got to find out exactly what these careers basically involve, right? So do a research paper on each and every single one of those careers. Find out basically, hey, what does this one take? How much money will I make? How long does it take? Does this have, for example, potential for growth in the future? Does it make sense? Is it going to be a good investment? That is the overall idea. And then, for example, you start crossing off, for example, the top 7. You left, for example, 3. And then pick one that you actually like the most. It's also going to make you a good amount of money. That's how you go ahead and pick a degree. Don't pick it based on, hey, my parents want this, or I think that this is cool. No, it is a business decision. So make it and do it the right way. Also, debt-free degree. Although it is the norm, it doesn't mean that it's actually the right thing. And by the way, the most popular things in the world don't always mean that they're basically the best things. By the way, I'm seeing the chat right here. Keep commenting. When we take a break, I'll basically go ahead and answer all the questions you guys are leaving behind. So keep commenting in the chat. I'm seeing everything there, okay? But here's what I mean, okay? People think that basically the norm is what's supposed to happen. The most popular is the best, and all these things. The most popular restaurant is McDonald's. Is that the best? No. The average person graduates with a bunch of debt. Is that the best way to do it? No. The average person retires with a bunch of debt. Well, not just debt, but also, for example, with not enough money to actually retire. Is that the right thing to do? The answer is no. You don't want to be average because average sucks, and you also don't want to be the most popular thing because always the most popular thing is not always the best, okay? So here's what I mean. The most popular way to go to college is basically, I apply to all the best schools ever, right? All the best schools, the private school over here, the private school over here. I go to that school, I'm there, I'm paying $300, $400, $500 per credits. And the first few 8 to 12 credits are basically trash about ethics and business this, and oh, I need to learn about this science or this math, whatever it is, okay? Like, like the gen education, like general education courses, those ones are trash, okay? You shouldn't pay like a high price for it, but that's the normal way to go to college. You get to the good college, then you finish in 4 years, hopefully with a degree that you might or may not use. A lot of people don't use them, but what's the right way to go to college? What's the best way to actually upgrade your skills? Well, the answer is be unpopular. Take the road that's actually been less walked. That means, hey, instead of going to a 4-year private school where they're gonna charge me, by the way, they charged me, I think it was $600 to $700 per credit at my private school. And by the way, I got scholarships like crazy. That's why I graduated with not that much debt. I was extremely lucky. And when I did graduate with debt, it was because I took a loan to use that money to basically go start a business, which made me a lot of money. I got lucky, so don't try this at home. But yeah, that's why things happen. But again, imagine paying somebody $700 per credit, and each class is 3 credits. That's a lot of money, right? So it's like $2,000 to $300 every single per class. It's a lot. It's a lot. So here's the difference. If I knew this when I was 17 years old, graduating high school, I would have done this. I had a community college right next to my house. If I went there, for example, I would have gotten each credit for around $150 to $200, meaning I get it for a fraction of the price. Meaning I go there, right? I get all the general education courses that I actually need, and then I go to that fancy school after, for example, 1 year, 2 years, get my GPA up and very nice so that I can get accepted to other school. And then I go there, I transfer all those credits, which basically means I save a bunch of money. But guess what? While I was also in college, I'm not just in, I don't like this. People gotta stop doing this. People go to college and they're like, yo, Tommy, I'm in college, that's all I do. College sucks. It's not really that good. College is not really important if you're not doing everything it takes. Meaning, yes, you're practicing the coursework. You're learning from the teachers, all that stuff. But you also have to be networking. You also have to have, for example, a job. It's about growth and responsibility, right? And also taking some internships. You have to be making money while you're also in college. This way, when you're finished with those first 2 years of getting those first gen ed courses, or the first year, you have, for example, a few $1,000s saved up. So when you go, for example, to that college that you actually want to go to, that 4-year one, but you already got the few courses that you actually needed for a discount, you have cash, but you also apply for a bunch of scholarship, a minimum of at least 100 to 200 scholarships. That means even more money. And the goal is to fully graduate debt free. Imagine you graduating and saying, yo, I graduated with no debt. I got a friend, God bless his soul, he graduated from the same college I went to, and he owes around $80,000 in debt. And last time I checked on him, he was making around $14 to $15 per hour. And he's just telling me, I don't know what I'm going to do, right? It's that crazy. Because the degree he got was trash, right? It was business management. It's trash. You want to specialize. You want to verify. That's why I say follow the top 10.